Good morning. I am actually 10 minutes earlier today. Not sure why. Thought it's drizzling a little bit, so I thought it would take me longer to figure out a different setup. But it didn't take me long, so here we are. With this setup, the phone is quite a bit higher than me, so it's hard for me to tell who is joining, who is not joining. So forgive me if I don't say hello this morning. I will try to peek, but I may not be able to see clearly. I'm surprised that the dive boats are going, because we're supposed to have a norte today. But maybe it's not a big one, maybe it's just a baby one. We shall see. Good morning, Judy. When we're done with this practice, please check your messenger. I sent you and Teresa a note about today's class. Oh, I see that you already responded, sorry. Good morning, Cherry. I can't wait for you to come next week. Super excited. Oh my God, look at all those dive boats. A lot of people are diving, I guess. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Mariella. All right, it is time for us to start. And today we continue exploring one of the yamas, one of the ethical guidelines in yoga, called Satya, truthfulness. The Yoga Sutra describing Satya goes like this: for those grounded in truthfulness, every action and its consequences are imbued with truth. Bert Hellinger, the creator of the therapy system called family constellation, says that as human beings, we have both a need to belong to groups and a need to break free, to expand, grow. Hellinger says that as long as we stay within the approval of the group, we experience the innocence of belonging. However, when we begin to grow in directions beyond the group, we often experience guilt in regard to that group. The truth of our freedom often carries the price of guilt. For me, it's definitely true. I felt ridden with guilt when I decided to move from Russia to New York, and then another time when I left New York and ended up in Cozumel. It felt like I was leaving a whole world behind, which was definitely true in a sense. But I have always been blessed to have the most supportive friends and family who made both of those transitions for me relatively easy. And even with their full support and zero judgment on their part, zero judgment from anybody in the groups I belong to, I still felt uneasy and guilty. And it took me a while to relax into my own truth of wanting to be where I am, which is here now. Now, isn't that interesting? The groups we belong to are many. Our country, our gender, our class, age group, race, religion, family, community, workplace, many more. And all these groups have rules and belief systems. Some are written, some are silently understood. And those rules and beliefs must be followed for us to be part of that particular group. These rules and belief systems are necessary. They are what shape the group and give the group its identity. And as long as those rules don't conflict with our inner longing to grow more and more into our full self, there's no problem. However, when a conflict arises between the need to belong and the need to grow and expand, we have to make a choice. We must either sacrifice a part of ourselves to maintain our belonging, or we must risk the approval and support of the group by growing in the direction we are called to grow. And really, there is no wrong or right choice here. Rather, these situations allow us to listen to and act on our inner voice, to change and grow, to move on, to speak truth to ourselves and then act on it. And that can be so difficult at times. Deborah Adele, the author of the Yamas and Niyamas book that I have been quoting lately a lot, says, I often hear people say, I don't know what to do. But I think more often than not, we actually do know what to do. It's just the cost of our realness seems too high at the time to act upon. Truth really seems to ask the easier choice of us. In the moment-to-moment details of our daily living, truth asks us to pay attention and to act. So let's explore that. Take a comfortable position. And as always, acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice, both internal and external. Connect with the truth of being you right now. Forget the way you should be feeling or thinking just because you are here in this 15-minute morning reflection, mindful reflection. How do you really feel? Physically, emotionally, mentally? As usual, if you'd like to dedicate the energy from your practice to a particular person or all sentient beings, you can quietly repeat, may they be happy, healthy, and free. May they be filled with loving kindness. And now, bring to mind a recent struggle you're going through in terms of growing out of something that has always been so close, so dear to your heart. It may be your family, or a friend, or a circle of friends, with whom conversations used to be so invigorating and powerful, but suddenly everything seems super dull. Maybe it's a charity group that doesn't give you the fulfillment it used to. Well, you get the gist. A relationship or a group you belong to that doesn't provide you the same satisfaction it used to. And you still want to be part of this environment, and at the same time, you want to break free of it. You want this person or the group of people to really know the real you, to see how you've changed, and to still accept you. So reflect on that without judgment or expectation. What is your intuitive feeling about the situation? Where are you being pulled? Do you feel guilty, scared? How does all of this manifest in your body? What's the best solution for it? And don't try to logically fabricate the solution. Rather, let your intuitive wisdom to come forth and show you the way. Through sensations, through images, maybe words. Just go with it. Don't analyze. Simply receive all of this for now. I'll give you a couple of minutes in silence to explore that. Accept whatever it is you receive with kindness, gentle awareness, curiosity. You don't even have to act on it right now. Just notice, what is it that comes forth? And I'd like to complete our practice today with a poem by Dana Folds. What a surprise, right? This one is called Setting Forth. Something will be born from this goodbye. In the pain of setting forth, something will also die. With the release of the old comes a moment when nothing is firmly held and the unknown burns the bridges of the past. When the smoke clears, however, my eyes seek out the new horizon. Nothing is known here, but the air is sweet, and breathing deeply, I see lawn-formed seeds send up their shoots from the fertile ground of change. As leaves unfurl to meet the sun, the circle is complete. I will not forget a single step of this journey, nor will I let comfort lock me in its warm embrace. I don't know what fruit these seeds will bear, but I have faith that what is taking root today will surprise me with its vigor. In birth and death, the in-breath and the final exhalation, there is pain and the movement into truth. And I take the step that I'm called to, even if I don't know the final destination. Today, I invite you to reflect on how you are being pulled out of the familiar belonging to a group, organization, family, friends. There is no need to act on any of this. We will explore taking action tomorrow. For today, simply notice, are you being called to grow and expand beyond the familiar, beyond the comfort of the known? Thank you so much for being here today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.